I don't know which way is better. We'll keep it this way, I guess. We are out here at Cape Christian, and Cape Christian is doing a handout or a meeting of needs to the community out here. And we've got literally hundreds of people, cars everywhere, lines that literally go around the block. It starts down here where you see the traffic passing. It goes down the road about a half mile to a mile, wraps around the neighborhood, comes into this parking lot, and just keeps going and going and going. This is what's going on in the efforts to give back to the community, make sure people have food. You'll see the stacks of food right over here. Those are the MREs. They're handing those out at other places, but that's to make sure that you can have food when you're not able to cook. But anyway, I want to talk real quick about preparation for the hurricanes in Florida, because it seems as though many people weren't prepared. I mean, these lines have been going on for days. This is one church in the area that is doing this kind of work, and I've been here now for this is my second day trying to help out. Once most of my stuff got done at the house, figured it's time to help out here. But you can see just the pallets and pallets of things and the lines of cars. They're handing out everything from canned goods to water to, I saw propane tanks and gas tanks. All kinds of needs are being met here. This lot over here is just the volunteers. So you can see that there are just dozens and dozens and dozens of cars. But everybody's out here trying to make a difference. And this, again, is one church, is Cape Christian, right there off of Chiquita Boulevard. But this is also to remind you, if you're here in a hurricane, if you're staying, get your supplies. It's not a joke. Get the stuff that is quick prepared, that you don't need to fire anything up. If you don't have a generator, get a generator. If you don't have gas cans, get gas. But there's all these things that people are experiencing right now because the preparation was not there. We didn't think this was going to hit us, and me included. I didn't have everything I needed, but had enough to make through, and then obviously had the generosity of people like Andrew, who came across the state to help out. But you can see our utility guys here busting their butt out here, trying to get the power back up. So all those people that you hear posting saying that LCEC isn't doing anything, you know what? I'm over it. I see these trucks on the streets. They're constantly at work, and there are even family members that are posting about how they're missing their fellas because they're out here working for us. So this is a little bit of what to expect if you're ever put in this situation. If you want to lend a helping hand, most churches will have this going on right now. There are a couple other functions out there. I know that James Duvia in his water sports business, he is helping give rides over to the out. If you have supplies, if you have in fact, there's some GoFundMe's out there that are trying to help this process out. But this is to show that the community is coming together, and really this is the way it should be. Now, what you can do for yourself, if you're going to come in and stay for a storm, go through the prep list that's given out with almost every news channel. I will have something I'll post maybe next time. I don't want to harp on this hurricane stuff too much, but here we are, day 9. I don't have my power back yet. They're saying possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow. Whatever it is, as I've told you all along, this is an experience that it kind of toughens you up and kind of makes you think about what's really important. And the loss that we've experienced is nothing like what the people on Fort Myers Beach, Pine Island, Captiva, Sanibel, the loss that they've experienced, we'll never know. All we can do is look from a distance and try to help out where we can, and be there for them and sympathize and, you know, get them the things that they need. But this is definitely a reminder that we need to do better to get ourselves prepared so that we're not in this situation again. Like I said, these lines have been going all week, and there's just dozens of these kinds of places around town, and it has to, you know, make you stop and think for a minute about what level of preparation did everyone experience, and should there be more done? Can I do it differently? You know, there's a lot of questions you can ask yourself, but At this point, we're done asking questions. We're just trying to serve. We're trying to help. And if there's something that you think that you could contribute or help out with, please contact me, and I'll do what I can to get you connected with the people you need to. If you do need roofing services or anything like that, I have connections for that. A number of different vendor trades to help out with. But we're still coming back from this. I don't know if you had heard, but Pine Island Road was replaced within 3 days. They have a temporary road put in place. So the way that you couldn't access the island anymore, you can access as of today. A lot of people going out there now by car and taking supplies out. We're still trying to stay off the roads as much as possible to help the policemen and the utility people do their jobs. Many stores still are not open. Many restaurants are still not open. In talking to the business owners, they have to get their power turned back on, get the delivery trucks back in so that they're able to cook the food for people. But we will be we'll be back to normal, I would say, at least in the main parts of, say, Cape Coral. As far as power and everything, that's supposed to be this weekend. There's a lot of areas torn up, but surprisingly enough, there's a lot of areas that look kind of like this. I mean, I'm in the middle of a couple churches here, but the businesses and the homes around me, you'll see that they're relatively still put together. We've got a screen cage over there that might be a little beat up, but other than that, it's really not that bad. But it's just encouraging again to see so many people that are putting in their time and effort to help out. So if there's anything that I can do, as always, let me know. I'll get back to a normal process next week. Let's see, which section of Cape Coral. The section of Cape Coral got hit the worst. That's hard to say. I'm going to say what is the worst part was the water intrusion, the surge. So that would make it more of the southeast, southwest. Anything that's in the canal system down to the south. Jay and Jackie, my clients that are down by Rum Runners, they had pretty good amount of damage down there. I believe theirs was all wind damage. The surge that they experienced stayed down in their dock area. I don't think it actually came up to the house, so that was beneficial for them. Other clients, unfortunately, I know that Bill and Sherry were experiencing some water in their place, and that's just heartbreaking because this is their paradise. This is where they're going to be coming when they're retired, and now they've got to start over. So while it's not ideal, we're definitely dealing with it, and hopefully, like I said, next week I can get back to giving you the good information, the good places to get out there. I will also be looking for another location to get my backgrounds because so much of what I've shown you to this point is no longer there. Fort Myers Beach, the Causeway, they're all different now. So this will be a whole new process for me too. And I apologize for all these lives. I don't like doing them this way because it's just kind of random and off the hip, and it might not be informative enough for you. But I will be getting back to that format to give you information that may be helpful in helping you decide whether you want to be here or not. Do not let the storm push you away. This is just part of what we deal with, just like they deal with snowstorms, mudslides, wildfires, floods. Anywhere across the country, you'll see that kind of stuff. So this is just our challenge. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm signing off. I will see you again next week. And again, we'll get this back to normal again. Thank you.